Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Here we go for today we're gonna go for the geometric progression. We have done the arithmetic progression. Now this is the geometric progression. Now in the arithmetic progression, what we did, just concentrate what I'm saying. In arithmetic progression, this way we calculate the formulas. We figured out the formulas for the arithmetic progression, right? Same way we will figure out the problems of the geometric progression. Okay. So what we did is we said that in how we get the formula from the arithmetic progression. So we have what is the nth term in the arithmetic progression? Yes. What's the formula? A sub 1 n minus 1 times d. Because I saw the first term is a sub 1, the second term is a sub 1 plus d, the third term is a sub 1 plus d plus d. This is arithmetic progression, right? But in geometric progression, what was in arithmetic progression? How can we say a particular sequence is arithmetic progression? Because if we have a sequence like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we take any two consecutive terms, their difference there should be same with any other two. Like 3 minus 2 is 1, 5 minus 4 is 1. So this is a arithmetic progression. But geometric progression talks about ratios, right? That means if we have a sequence like let me rub it. Okay, if we have a sequence like this, we are having a sequence like we have, say, here 4, then we have here 8, and we have here 16, we have 32, and so on. Now, is it a arithmetic progression? Why? Because difference of this 8 minus 4 is how much? 4. 16 minus 8 is 8. 32 minus 16 is 16. So they do not have a common difference. But they indeed have a common ratio. That if I do 8 over 4, that is 2. Now if I take these two terms, I do 16 over 8, that is 2, right? If I take these two terms, 32 and 16, I do 32 over 16, that is indeed 2. So I'm getting the common ratio of 2. Like we have a common difference in case of arithmetic progression, here we have a common ratio. That is of 2 in this case. So if we are having in a sequence a common ratio, right, which is same ratio, if you divide any two consecutive terms and you are getting the same ratio, then this is indeed a geometric progression. You getting it? We're getting another example. For example, if we have like here, black one now. Okay, jot it down quickly. So if we have, for example, here minus 3. If the common ratio is 3, what will be the next term? Minus 3 into 3. This will be minus 3 into 3. That is 9. Is it? That is actually if we have a common ratio of negative 3, say, for example, common ratio of negative 3, right? So 3 into 3 is 9, minus minus is plus, so this will be plus 9. What will be next term? You tell me. Common ratio is negative 3. Common ratio, if I'm saying, is negative 3.
3 into 9.
How much is that?
27.
Negative 27.
Yes.
Okay. What will be the next? You tell me, Naureen.
27.
Exactly. Positive or negative? It will be positive because my negative 27 into negative 3, minus plus 3 into 27, 81. So what I'm getting is, I'm getting negative and positives alternatively. Negative, positive, right? Because if I'm having a common ratio of negative 3, one term will become negative, the next term will become positive. So if it is positive, next term will be negative. What will be you tell me, what is the next term?
Minus 243.
Negative,
Negative 243.
and so on. So this is my geometric progression. Are you getting me? Any confusions? So the now question comes to calculate the nth term. If you want to calculate the nth term in a geometric progression, so how we do that? If we have a progression like any progression, geometric progression like I am having a simple one, like I have 2 cross 2 is 4, 4 cross 2 is. Sometimes also if you have like this, if you have decreasing, what will be here the ratio? I'm saying I'm having a for example 4, then I'm having 2, okay, then I'm having 1, then I'm having negative 2. So what is the common ratio here? Because you have to divide this by this, 2 over 4, that is what? 1 by 2, that is 1 over 2. Now this versus this, we're done. Now this versus this, that is 1 over 2. Okay, is it here negative 2? What will be this term now? This will be 1 by 2 here. Because how you get the next term? You get the next term, if you have 4 for example, how you get the next term? Because common ratio here is 1 over 2, right? If we have 4, you have to multiply it with the common ratio. In case of arithmetic progression, this is important to understand if you want to see the what's formula. In arithmetic progression, if we have 4 and common difference is 2 for example, how we get the next term? You have to add 4 plus d. Common difference is 2, next term will be 4 plus 2, that is 6. In geometric progression, if we have a ratio, common ratio of 2 and we have 4 as a first term, second term will be 4 cross 2, that is 8. You have to multiply. So if we have 4 here, the first term is 4, what will be second term? 4 into 1 over 2, that is 2 roots of 4, that is 2. Right? So if we have 2, what will be next term? 2 into 1 over 2, that is 2 into 1, 2 times 1 equals 2, that is 1. So I got 1, right? So what will be next term? 1 into 1 over 2, that is 1 times 1, that is 1 over 2. So this term will be here 1 over 2. Yes, Misbah, what will be the next term? Because now we have 1 over 2 and the common ratio is how much? So what will be the next? 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, that is what? The next will be? The next will be? It will go on like that. And the important point to note down from this is, if I have a first term, how I get a second term? Into the common ratio. Yes. Next term after 1 by 4.
4 into 2.
दूसरी टर्म, उसके बाद वाली टर्म, उसको फिर से 1 by 2 मल्टीप्लाई करो 1 by 8. अगर 1 by 8 है, नेक्स्ट टर्म 1 by 2 मल्टीप्लाई करो और that is 1 by 16 and so on. Getting me?
Yes.
So okay, virtually our time is over. So what I'm saying now is we got an information in this, that the important thing which we got from this is that if we have a sequence, okay, and I have a of 1, a sub 1 I have, how to get the a sub 2? Or if I have a sub 1 and I have a sub 2, how to get the ratio? I will get r is equal to a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. Is it? In case of arithmetic sequence, if we have a sub 1, I want to get a sub 2, I have to subtract. I was seeing the difference. Here I have to see the ratio. In the geometric progression, I have to see what? Ratio. And if the ratio is same, then it is a geometric progression. But how you get the ratio? A sub 2 over a sub 1. Right? Likewise, just as we have 4, then we have 8, then we have 16, we have 32, and so on. So what is the common ratio? 8 divided by 4. That is 2, because 2 times 4 is 8. You getting me? This is the common ratio, R. So if I ask Shadab a question, that if I have a 4, how I get the next term? Into the common ratio. Is it? So 4 cross 2, that will be 8. This will get me the second term. So in general, if we have a sub 1, if we have what? That is equal to a sub 1. But how we got the a sub 2? A sub 1 times r. If I get a sub, I have already a sub 2, right? How I get the a sub 2 is, how I get the a sub 3? A sub 2 times r. What is a sub 2? That is already a sub 1 into r. That's this. Listen, if I have 4, I get next term, because r is 2. 4 cross 2 is 8. How I get the next term? Now second term times 2, right? That is how much? 16. How I get the next term? The third term times 2, right? What is 2? Common ratio. So how I get the second term? First term, that is a sub 1 times r. So a sub 1 times r is my second term, right? How I get the third term? Second term जो मेरा है times r. What is second term? A sub 1 times r. So I have to again multiply with r to get the third term. You getting this? So I will get a third term, a sub 1 times r times r. How I get a fourth term? What is this? A sub 1 times r times r. This is the third term. And multiply it with the r to get the fourth term. So in second terms, I can say like this. Exactly. यहाँ multiply था, वहाँ plus था. A sub 1 is a sub 1. A sub 2 is a sub 1 times r. A sub 3 is a sub 1 times r square. Isn't it? Because r times r square. Yes, not 2 times r. That is if you add. If you have, listen, if you have 4 plus 4 plus 4 3 times. वही गलत है ना, वो मैं कह रहा हूँ. Like we have 4 4 4. This becomes 3 times 4. Right? 3 into 4. जब ये plus है, अगर ये है 4 into 4 into 4, this becomes 4 cube raised power 3, not 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is then if you have a plus. That was arithmetic progression. In geometric progression, if you have multiplies, you have to give it raised powers, right? What will be this thing, Misbah? A sub 1 times r raised power 3. Now what I am seeing here is, if I have a sub 2, I have r 1 times, right? If I have a sub 3, I have r raised power 2. If I have 4, r raised power 3. Now, what's your name? Wasim. So Wasim, if for general, a sub n, this was 4 here, okay? Yes. What will be a sub n then?
A1.
A sub 1.
R raised power n.
Yep. Isn't it? देखो ना, यहाँ पे अगर 4 था आपके पास, रेज पावर में 3 है, यानी कि n-1. अगर रेज यहाँ 3 है, यहाँ रेज पावर 2 है, यानी कि n-1. बाकी सेम a रेज पावर a sub 1 r, a sub 1 r, a sub 1 r. अब रेज पावर में एक एक कम हो रहा है, जैसे अर्थमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन किया था, वहाँ प्लस में था, अभी यहाँ पे जो ही वहाँ टाइम्स था, वहाँ 3 टाइम्स आ रहा था वो, यानी कि n-1 टाइम्स द डिस्टेंस, द डिफरेंस. यहाँ ratio raised power n-1, and this it seems that we got a formula for the getting nth term in the geometric progression. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised power n times n minus 1. Any doubts? Sure? Very simple it is. Then we go for a quick problem. ये उतारना था क्या? You can jot it down quickly. We have a, for example, we got 3, okay, then we got 9, and we got 27, okay, and so on. We have to find 11th term. A simple question. What formula you will use? A sub n is equal to a sub 1 r times n minus 1. Now this is a very simple formula. I will make it more simpler. Wait a second. You just write here 6 and you write here 12. Listen. You write 3, 6, 12. Misbah, Skachuk. Shengit. I'm overwriting this and you're sleeping. This is your problem. The question is 3, 6 and 12. Because I want R to be 2, so you have raised power आपको already bind in इसमें hold है. You can get it in a second.
raised for 10. 2 raised for 10 क्या आता है?
1024. ये भी करने की बात है. आप डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉन इतना पढ़ा आपने? 1024 सिंपल.
into 3. Three zero seven two. So 3072.
17.
72.
Yep,
072.
that's the answer. Very simple. You should have done it in a. You should have done it in a second. Now,
इसको इसके साथ होता है ना, इसको इसके साथ एक है अलग से इसको 11 minus में 10 हो गया, 2 raised to 10 वो जो आएगा उसको 3 के साथ करना 6
this is the math of 4th class.
3 3 ही रहेगा, 3 की जगह पे रखो नीचे 3 ये था ना 2 raised to 10 11 minus
1/2
तो वो आएगा 1024.
Now you do a question of this thing. Okay. We have 7, 28, dash 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 going on, and find the 5th term. Okay. Now let us see how to find the summation of the geometric progression. If you want to find a of I is equal to 1 to n in case of geometric progression. And sometimes people say it g of I to say that this is the geometric progression, right? Or you cannot a of I, no problem, because this is a general term. This a doesn't actually mean the arithmetic progression, but some books have this, that a for arithmetic progression, g for, and some books like t, small t, for common, which is for arithmetic progression or harmonic progression or geometric progression, right? But we can write a of I, no problem, or g of I as you wish. How to get the summation? Let us see this, and we'll put a trick in it to get a little formula. So we have to add the terms, right? Now you know what is my first term, what is my second term, what is my third term, is it? So if I go for a summation, what is the first term? That is a sub 1, right? What is second term? A sub 1 times r. What is third term? A sub 1 times r square. What is next term? A sub 1 times r raised power 3, and so on. And what is the nth term? A sub 1 r raised power n minus 1. Is it? This is my, I have to sum all of these together. I want to get the formula. What I will do is, I will multiply both sides by r. Let's multiply both sides by what? So to get a trick out of it, I'm multiplying both sides by r. What will this become? R times summation. Is it? When you multiply r with a, it becomes a1 of r. What is this becomes? a1 of r square. What this becomes? a1 of r cube. This becomes a1 of r 4, and so on, so on, so on. What this becomes? Listen, if it was 3, multiplying with r becomes 4. If this is n minus 1, multiplying with r will become n. So for example, n minus 1 means अगर n 10 है, n minus 1 means 9. Use your common sense. It's a very simple thing. अगर n 10 है, n minus 1 means 9. तो अगर ये यहाँ पे होता a1 of r raised power 9, sorry, n 10 minus 1, that is the n minus 1, यानी कि 9, यानी कि, so what will into r becomes? It becomes 10. It becomes equal to n. So isn't it? So if we have like this, if we have r raised power n minus 1, and I want to multiply it r, right? What has the raised power here? 1. The bases are same. N minus 1 plus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 gone, it's r raised power n. Our simplest thing is, because here I am saying a times r, right? And I am multiplying it with r. It becomes a times r square. Because it was 1, now it is becoming 2. If it was n minus 1, it becomes n. If it is n minus 1, it becomes n. You are not still understanding? What? If your r raised power n minus 1, you multiply it with r raised power 1, base or same for some average, it becomes r raised power n. You getting me or not? So you copy it, no problem. So this will be dot dot dot. Here it will be a sub 1 r times n, is it? And I'm saying, so it's going on here. R is power 2, r is raised power 3, r raised power 4, up to r is power n now. What will be one lesser than that? इससे एक छोटा कौन होगा? A sub 1 r raised power n minus 1, isn't it? Is it or not? One lesser than that. Because if it is n is 10, so lesser than 1 is n minus 1, that is 9. Are you getting the situation? Now if I subtract, let us keep it first and keep it second. What has happened to it? Okay. So what I'm saying is, I'm having a situation like this. This is my second equation. Okay. This is my second equation here, and this is my first equation. I subtract the two. Now I subtract the two. Subtracting Okay, first from second. So what will be here? If I say second, subtracting second from first. Okay, what do you get here? Summation minus r times summation, that is this versus this. Getting? I am subtracting the summation with the r times summation, because I have to subtract this whole equation with this equation, right? First left hand side, summation minus r times summation. What will be on the right side is my trick. That's what I did. I am seeing that I am seeing that this is a of r, a1 of r. I am also having a1 of r. This will cut out. I am having a1 of r square, a1 of r square. They will cut out. R cube cut out, and there will be a1 of r4 here, right? This will cut out here. The a1 of r raised power n minus 1 gone. So what is left out is, from this I am left out with a of 1, and on this side I am left out with a of r raised power n. So what will be the final here? A sub 1 minus a sub 1 times r raised power n. Got the trick? What I am saying? I multiplied both sides with the r first, okay, and I said this is equal to this thing. Then I subtract the 2, and I'm getting only from this, what is left out is this a sub 1 first term, and in this the last term. इसकी पहली टर्म और इसकी लास्ट टर्म बचती है, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये बंदा जो है ना, क्योंकि ये बंदा एक स्टेप आगे चला गया, क्योंकि देखो जो ऊपर वाला मेरा सीक्वेंस था वो मान लीजिए ऐसे था, वो था 1 2 3 4 फॉर एग्जांपल, लेकिन मैंने इसको एक एक आगे चलाया ना, ये 1 बन गया 2, ये 2 बन गया 3, ये 3 बन गया 4, ये 4 क्या बन गया 5, ये 2 3 4 कटेगा तो बचेगा क्या 1, और ये चीज़ हो गया, ठीक है, इसका पहला टर्म, इसका लास्ट टर्म. Does it make sense? Now I have to get a formula of a summation, because खाली summation चाहिए अकेले, है ना? So I will say summation. I will take common as summation. What will be here? I am taking summation and summation common. This is third class math, and this is summation. I will take common. What will be there? 1. Summation into 1 is summation. Minus, what is here? Summation into r is r times summation. So if I get, wait 5 minutes. What I'm saying, if we have summation, right, and summation, I'm taking summation common, summation, because multiplying this should get back this, right, we should get back this thing, ये तो वापस आना चाहिए ना. So if I'm getting summation and summation out, here what will remain is, here is 1, because summation into 1 is summation, and summation into r is, because summation bahar nikla. You are not getting it?
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
It's very simple. And now you tell me, if I keep here a times 1 common निकल सकता है यहाँ पे ना, a sub 1 common निकला, what will remain here? 1 minus because a sub 1 common है, तो a sub 1 1s are a sub 1. Similarly, a sub 1 times r raised power n is a sub 1 r raised power n, because a sub 1 gets common. So 1 minus r raised power n is my final thing. Now, but I need summation here, right? What will happen here? A sub 1 minus r raised power n, this will go divide 1 minus r. So it seems that I got my formula for the summation of geometrical progression. This is my formula for geometric progression, summation of n terms. For n terms, you want to do summation, right? This is my formula. You got it? How I get it? कैसे लाई मैंने? Sure? So if my geometric sequence now is, say for example, I got something, anything, if you wish, like this is 3, okay, this is 6, and this is 12, and so on. What is R here? So first let me make a question that we have to find the sum of, we have to find the summation of I is equal to 1 to 11 A of I, or maybe I say G of I. This is the question. To find the summation of I is equal to 1 to 11 G of I. But I'm having only 3 terms here. I want to find sum of 11 terms, but what should I get first? The 11th term itself, is it? So how I get the 11th term? By the formula. So the formula, so here I will say solution, and I will say here R is equal to how much? If I take 6 divided by 3 like this, that is 2, right? So this is my R. What is the first term? A of A sub 1? That is 3. How I get A sub n, the nth term? How I get that? A sub 1 times R times raised power n minus 1. This is where we calculate the formula, right? So A sub 1 is how much? 3 times R is 2 raised power 11 minus 1. So this is 3 into 2 raised power 10. 2 raised power 10 is how much? 1024 into 3. Yes? So 3072 is my 11th term. So you are having one problem here. If I am calculating, this is what deliberately I did it, but your brain is not on that. This is not geometrical, this is not arithmetic progression, this is geometric progression. So for this we do not need to create A sub n, because in the summation formula there is nowhere A sub n. You get it? You have A sub 1, that's all, and R. We need A sub 1 and R. No need to. In arithmetic progression, we had what? What's the formula of arithmetic progression summation? N slash 2. A slash 2, A sub 1 plus A sub n. So in this case, if I have the arithmetic progression, I need to calculate the A sub n. But in geometric progression, we do not need to find A sub n. No need, right? Because we can calculate directly our formula. So who will tell me what is the summation formula in case of geometric progression? A sub 1.
1 minus R raised to n divided by 1 minus n.
What?
R, sorry.
You tell me.
Sir, A sub 1 plus R into n minus 1.
अभी फॉर्मूला यहाँ पे हमने की है,
ये वाली.
सर ये वाली बतानी है.
और किसकी बताऊँ? ज्योमेट्रिक प्रोग्रेशन की समेशन
So
फॉर्मूला.
A sub 1 minus R n divided by 1 minus R.
So A sub 1 times 1 minus R raised to power n slash
1 minus R.
1 minus R, right?
सर आपने
A काटा मैंने. Okay, what is A sub 1 now?
सर A sub 1 is
सर हम कर रहे हैं
3. 1 minus R raised to power n. What is R? 2. 2 raised to power 11 divided by 1 minus 2. So what will be this thing? 2 raised to power 11. What is 2 raised to power 11? 2048 divided by minus negative 1, because 1 minus 2 is negative 1. What is 1 minus 2048? That is minus 2047, right? Negative 1. So you multiply 3 with 2047. 3 7 is 21. Right? Negative
1 minus 2.
is 6 and 4, right? This will be your answer.